Do you know what a group of flamingos is called? That's just one of thousands of facts you'll discover on 5 daily trivia questions. Hi, I'm Mark Ellison. Join me every weekday for 5 mind-expanding questions about everything from ancient history to modern technology. Perfect for impressing friends or dominating your next pub quiz. 5 daily trivia questions. And the answer, a group of flamingos, is called a flamboyance. 5 daily trivia questions.
Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., where Trump is losing weight the old-fashioned way, diet and good exercise, this is Ballot.
That's right. If you were wondering how such a handsome man could get even more handsome, we've got the answers. I'm Patrick Gutfield, and as promised on yesterday's show, I have brought Tuesdays back to America. Donald Trump has apparently lost 20 pounds since his last presidential physical in 2020. The 6'2" commander-in-chief now weighs 224 pounds, down from 254. That's 12% of his body weight gone. You know who's been suspiciously open about using weight loss drugs? Self-proclaimed first buddy Elon Musk. After becoming what we might call too fleshla, Musk has been promoting GLP-1 drugs to the public. These include Ozempic and Wegovy. Honestly, GLP-1 would make an excellent name for Musk's next child, now that he's used up unpronounceable keyboard smash. Medical experts are skeptical about Trump's weight loss story. Dr. Lisa Oldson, an obesity medicine specialist, doubts a diet change alone could account for that slimmer silhouette. Most people don't lose weight that fast without meds, she said. When doctors see people dropping 30, 40, or 50 pounds quickly, it's usually the fancy new drugs doing the heavy lifting, not salads and stair climbers. Meanwhile, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt insists the president is in peak physical condition due to his 20-hour workdays and exercise on the golf course. Sure, and I'm training for the Olympics by walking to my refrigerator. Interestingly, Trump recently scrapped Joe Biden's plan to cover these obesity drugs under Medicare. The proposal would have cost $35 billion at a time when Trump's administration is trying to look fiscally responsible. But there's still hope for the weight-conscious masses. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services left a loophole, saying they might reconsider in the future. You know what they say about the apple not falling far from the tree? Well, Donald Trump Jr. is proving that saying right by opening an exclusive members club in Washington, D.C. called Executive Branch. How convenient that it's located in Georgetown, just a quick Secret Service motorcade away from Daddy's house. This isn't just any club. We're talking about a place that costs $500,000 per year to join. That's $500,000. And apparently, there's already a wait list. I haven't seen rich people this excited to join something exclusive since the We Avoided Taxes Club had its annual yacht meeting. While everyone else was at the White House Correspondents' Dinner this weekend, Trump officials skipped it and headed to the Willard instead. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt made an appearance at Junior's Club, presumably to practice saying no comment in fancier surroundings. According to sources, Don Jr. wants this to be the highest-end private club DC has ever seen. Because when you think classy establishment, you naturally think Trump. It's catering to business and tech moguls looking to cozy up to the Trump administration. Nothing says draining the swamp quite like creating an exclusive club where rich people can pay $500,000 to get close to power. The club is funded by conservative venture capital firm 1789 Capital, named for the year the Bill of Rights was adopted. Which makes sense because nothing honors the Constitution like an exclusive club most Americans could never afford to enter. President Trump is reportedly considering giving new parents a $5,000 baby bonus to combat America's declining birth rates. Because nothing says I support families like throwing a one-time payment at them that won't even cover the hospital bill for delivering the baby. And hey, speaking of Trump's $500,000 exclusive club, at least now babies will have a head start on saving up for membership. They'll only need $495,000 more dollars. Maybe they can invest that baby bonus in cryptocurrency and join by the time they're 30. Our birth rate has dropped to 1.62 births per woman, well below the 2.1 needed to maintain our population. So naturally, Trump's solution is to toss $5,000 at the problem. That's like seeing your house on fire and throwing a glass of water at it before declaring, "Problem solved." You know what's really fascinating here? Since 1970, marriage rates have fallen by 60% in America. So maybe instead of baby bonuses, we should be focusing on getting more people to tie the knot. Though I'm not sure Trump is the best spokesperson for that particular campaign, given his, shall we say, diverse marriage portfolio. The article suggests that Vice President J.D. Vance and his wife would make good American family czars because they posted a photo at the Taj Mahal with their squirming children. Apparently, the bar for family leadership is now, can take an awkward vacation photo. That's great news for all of us with terrible holiday card pictures. But hey, maybe Trump should combine his club idea with his baby idea. Executive branch, junior division, where babies can network with other powerful infants while drinking formula from diamond-encrusted bottles. The dress code is strictly designer diapers only.
You can get this podcast completely ad-free right now. If you're on Apple, just click the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening, and you'll get your first month free. If you use Spotify or other podcast players, go to calaroga.com/plus. It's just $5 a month, and you'll get access to over 20 premium shows with no interruptions. Binge listen to new series like the political thriller Acting President, Signal Lost, where military secrets land on the wrong phone, and Pager Protocol, the thriller about exploding pagers in the wrong hands. Plus, enjoy daily shows like Palace Intrigue about the royal family, daily comedy news, and 5 daily trivia questions to test your knowledge, and White Smoke, taking you behind the scenes at what's happening right now at the Vatican. You also get all our hot shows like 5 good news stories. Enjoy your favorite content without any ad breaks. Remember, Apple users click the Uninterrupted Listening banner for your free first month, and everyone else head to calaroga.com/plus. Get ad-free listening today.
Tired of doom scrolling? Want news that won't make you want to live in a bunker? Check out 5 Good News Stories, where they find the silver lining in a world that's usually lined with something much less pleasant. The gang at 5 Good News Stories dig through the headlines to find 5 stories that prove humanity hasn't completely lost its mind. It's pretty much the opposite of this show. From scientific breakthroughs nobody's talking about to random acts of kindness that restore your faith in humanity, all delivered with the cutting wit you deserve. 5 Good News Stories, because sometimes the news doesn't have to suck. Subscribe to 5 Good News Stories wherever you get your podcasts. So, Russia launched the satellite called Cosmos 2553 back in 2022, right before they invaded Ukraine. You know, just a casual satellite launch before starting a war. As one does. Now, apparently this satellite, which U.S. officials believe is connected to a nuclear anti-satellite weapons program, is spinning out of control. That's right, according to space tracking firms Leo Labs and Slingshot Aerospace, this thing has been doing its best washing machine impersonation for the past year. Can you imagine being the Russian space technician in charge of this? Comrade, how goes satellite operation? Well, sir, it's currently doing backflips that would make Simone Biles jealous, so not great. This is potentially a major setback for Moscow's space weapons program. I mean, when your super secret nuclear satellite is tumbling through space like me after 3 martinis, you might have a problem. Putin must be absolutely furious. This is like spending your life savings on a Ferrari and then watching it roll down a hill into a lake. The best part? This satellite was supposed to be some kind of intimidating space weapon, and now it's just up there, spinning. It's essentially the space equivalent of trying to look tough while falling down an escalator. You know Russia was hoping for terrifying space dominance, but instead got malfunctioning space disco ball. So sleep well tonight, America. Russia's scary space weapon is currently doing the interstellar equivalent of tripping over its own shoelaces. Portions of today's show were made without the help of weight loss drugs and good comedy writers, but we did use some AI.